Hello one and all, my name is Ryan Bruce, my friends call me Fluff, and today on Riffs, Beards, and Gear, we are going to check out the all-new Triple Rev G guitar amp sim plugin from ML Sound Lab. Now, I fancy myself a sort of rectifier nut. I am obsessed with Mesa Boogie rectifiers of all shapes and sizes and revisions, and I am going to show you ML Sound Lab's love letter, as it were, to the Rev G triple rectifier, the Triple Rev G. Now, before we go any further, you can consider this a sponsored video. I'm an ML Sound Lab artist. I have my own plugin as well. Miko has asked me to show you guys this plugin because, again, I'm really into rectifiers, but all thoughts and opinions are still mine. Now, we've seen rectifier plugins before, and a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them don't capture the sauce that really comes with the actual amps and plugging into the actual amp with an actual cabinet. Why is this? A lot of it could be boiled down to the proper impedance matching when doing the captures of those specific amplifiers. What am I talking about? Well, basically, the amplifier needs to behave how it's going to behave when plugged into the proper 412 cabinet. And for the Triple Rev G plugin, Miko used an actual Mesa Boogie 412 cabinet, so the amplifier behaves and sounds like and has the low end of an actual Rev G triple rectifier. Load boxes typically choose something arbitrary, you know, the aux box, for example, from Universal Audio, chooses, I think, the impedance curve of a Fender Twin, if I remember correctly. So just note that this is super, super nerdy. My point is this plugin is going to behave and feel and respond like the real deal, more so than other rectifier plugins you may have already tried before. All right, so I have Triple Rev G pulled up. We are going to go through the channels, and then I will kind of go through the plugin, and then we're going to dial in a tone. For all of the tones, I will be using my custom Ernie Ball Music Man Stingray RS with my signature Fishman pickup. I am on voice 2 on my pickup, which is the passive voicing. It's basically Duncan JB, all right? So this is in its stock form. This is Miko's Triple. This is the stock setting when you bring up the plugin. We're going to go through the channel, starting with Red Modern. Nice and big and thick. Red Vintage. Quite a bit brighter, as you can hear. Orange Modern. Now, Orange Modern is going to be like a very thick wool blanket over it. And it takes a lot of presence and a lot of treble, which we'll get to in just a second. But in its stock form, it sounds like this. Yes, the actual triple rectifier sounds like that on Orange Modern. Next, Orange Vintage. And lastly, Rev G Clean Channel. If you're using this plugin for the green channel, you're using it for the wrong reasons, but nonetheless. those are the stock tones. Our features include a tuner, a pedal board, a cab section. 5 Mesa Boogie cabinets are included in this plugin. Just want to note that. It's very, very awesome. If you can't find a tone in this thing, then the problem is you. MIDI section, and of course, license manager. Now, let's go ahead and dial in a tone. I'm going to start with the amp. I'm going to go orange modern, orange vintage. Orange is really, I want orange. This is like the secret, I think this is the secret channel of the Rectifier series, because most people hear this right off the bat and go, nope. Need a lot of treble, need a lot of presence, almost dimed. How I dial in my triple is like so to start. A little bit more presence, almost timed out, totally normal. I usually like my bass around 10 o'clock. I'm gonna put the gain down to just past noon. And let's add in some middle. All right, so let's go into the cab section. Currently it's on oversize. I like the traditional myself. I'm gonna go traditional on both microphones. I'm gonna keep the 57 on the left. On the right, I'm gonna go for the 121. Yeah. That's me. I'm gonna move this into the cone a little bit, and I'm gonna move the 57 closer to the cone just slightly. I'm gonna come down to the mix, and I'm gonna emphasize the 57 just a little bit. All right, now let's go to the pedal board. Turn on my drive. We're gonna use this as a classic boost, drive all the way down. I'm gonna put the level at about 2 o'clock. I'm also gonna dial up the threshold on the noise gate. Let's see how this sounds. Sounds good. It sounds aggressive. It's still thick, but being a triple, it has the headroom to accommodate the thickness. I'm going to dial back in a little bit more low end, just a smidgen, and maybe a smidgen more presence. Oh, that's it. That's the sauce. That is what makes a rectifier, triple rectifier, great, because it has the headroom to just handle all of it. And it's just fantastic when you can get it to do the thing. I will link down below in the description for full info. And if you want to try the free trial of the Triple Rev G from ML Sound Lab, I'll link down below in the description for that as well. And with that, you've been wonderful. I've been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.